Good, you guys, beautiful. So we're going to bring our forearms down to the floor. You can have your hands together here, so just interlace if you like. And then we're just going to glide our hips back from this position and glide forward. So a little bit of chest opening, a little bit of armpit opening, right? So you can play with the hands. Maybe they need to go a little farther forward. We're just sort of flossing through the back shoulder blades. Let's do it twice again. One more time. Then open the knees a little bit. Go ahead and allow your hips to find your heels or closer to them. Bring your left hand towards the right corner of your top mat and just bend your right elbow beside you. So we're in a little side stretch, kind of modified child's pose. Breathe in and breathe out. And if it feels nice, you can kind of wave a little bit in and around your ribs. So feel free if it feels like you need a little movement to do so. Take one more breath here. And then let's take our arms to our other side. Right arm can reach to the top left corner. You can bend that left arm beside you. And then again, take your breath with some awareness into your right side rib cage, the right lung. And if you want to add some little side to side kind of rib movements, feel free. If that doesn't feel good and you want to be in stillness and feel for the breath, that's a really lovely place to be as well. And then come back to center. Bring both elbows to the floor, but this time let your forehead come down. You're going to bend your arms so your fingertips point back towards the nape of your neck. So we're just in a little tricep stretch here. You can walk your elbows forward a little more. So again, you'll feel your upper back soften. And sometimes it's interesting just to play with the head position, the forehead down, or the tip of the nose down, or maybe the chin down. Take a few breaths. For 3. Really trying to soften and melt. 2. And on 1, go ahead and extend your arms. Take a breath. Just ripple on up. And we'll bring our hips down and swing the legs around. And as you come onto your back, if you've got a yoga block or your Pilates ball handy, bring that into your space, and you can also have a little pillow. So either a block or a ball, doesn't matter. And if you don't have either of those, it's okay too. So I just grabbed my block. The ball is fine as well. The block, because it doesn't squish, will give you just a little higher lift. But the ball is also nice. It'll be a little bit more ask in your core because you'll be wiggling. But either is fine. So we're going to do a quadricep stretch. You're going to bring your hips up and put the prop underneath your pelvis. So either the ball or the block. And if you're using a yoga block like I am, just start on the low position. The ball is the perfect height. You're going to stretch your left leg out along the floor and bring your right knee into your chest. So what we're allowing is that ball or prop to give us a little more room for this leg that's on the floor to stretch out from. The knee that's up, try to hold it in towards you. You could bring your hands on top of your shin or behind your hamstring. but we don't want the low back to arch forward. Now the leg that's down, that left leg, can you reach out through the inseam of your inner thigh and the inside of your heel and ankle? So try to take your awareness to your top inner leg and draw a line down the inner leg line down to your heel as you stretch it out. 3 deep breaths. Keep pressing out through that inside line of the leg. So you're pushing through the inner heel and the big toe mound base. One more breath here. Beautiful. Slide your left foot in. Lower your right foot to the floor. If you need to adjust your prop, just get that a little more organized if it moved around or you didn't feel it was right. And then we'll switch to our second side. You're going to slide your right heel out, bring your left knee into your chest, hug that left leg into your body. Now you could do the same stretch with nothing underneath your back, but you notice how you get obviously a deeper and a more active stretch in your psoas in the front of that right hip. So now again, be thoughtful to trying to avoid the leg turning out too much. We want to feel the leg bone parallel, maybe a little turned in, and find that inseam. So right at the top of your right inner thigh, draw a line down the inside of that leg. Keep drawing that line down past your inner ankle, pressing out through there and pressing out through that right big toe mound. Take 3 breaths. One more. Good. So slowly lower your left foot. Bend your right knee, so both knees are bent, and just lift your body up from your prop, and then gently release your pelvis down. Good. From here, let's do a little windshield wiper, so you can open the legs wide as your mat. Let's take the arms today into a cactus. So we've got a little L shape there, just pressing back through your arms. You can try to imagine your elbows being pulled wide to the sides of the room. Good. Let's take 4 more. Couple to go. Now as your knees go over to the left, pause there. You can take your outer left ankle and cross it over the outside of your right knee. So just gently. And then, so I'm still in this little twist, and I'm using my outer left ankle to kind of draw that right knee long and away from my shoulder. So again, be thoughtful. There's a lot of extra bit of tension maybe that you're putting into that side, the psoas, the hip. Be able to breathe. Keeping the shoulders back. And if you don't like the foot here, of course, you don't need to have it. As you unwind, just release that left foot. Windshield wiper your legs to the right. And then place your outer right ankle on the outside of your left knee. And so I can kind of feel like that right foot is like got a little hook, and I'm using that for traction to pull my left knee away from that left shoulder. At the same time, you don't want to overarch the low back, so keep the core in. Shoulders down. One more breath here. And then we'll come back to center. Good. Let your knees touch, so feet are wide and the legs just drop into each other. Bring your arms up, bending your elbows. We're going to do kind of our eagle arms from here. So take your right arm on top of your left, and then you can look at your hands, see if you can interlace your fingers to palm here. Okay? You're going to stretch your elbows up like you're trying to reach your fingers to the wall behind you. And as you exhale, bring your elbows down and curl your head up. So we're curling up, a little stretch in the upper back. We'll do that again. Inhale, going down, stretch the elbows up. Exhale, little baby curl. Let's come down and switch the arms. So unravel your wings, maybe open them up. And then bring them back, crossing your left elbow under your right. So you can get the fingertips into the palm. Inhale, stretch the fingers back up over your head, elbows go high. Exhale, curl up. You're pulling the elbows down and the shoulder blades nice and wide. Lovely, one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And then release back to the mat. Unravel your wings. Stretch out your legs. Any shape that feels good for you today. Maybe they're turned out to a V. Maybe they're bent. Arms out to the side. Maybe wide like a T, or just softly beside you. Palms up. Close your eyes.